That's quick work with that fan. Impressive stuff. Had that valve overheated, the trip switch would have blown, and you'd have been waiting for everything to reset. Keep an eye on that fan, though. Sometimes the power switch on the base turns off for no good reason, and you'll have to turn the damn thing back on. Make sure you watch the gauge at the front and keep alert for a sizzling sound and a nasty burning smell. That's the only warning you'll get.
Peter Clement and an off licence here.
Okay, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Let's go over to Jeremy Donaldson for the National Night.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
Ever since these illegal sanctions were imposed, we have gratefully relied upon trade and aid from our worldwide friends who, like us, refuse to recognise their legitimacy. Today's escalation, however, is nothing short of an act of war. We call upon our international allies to condemn this blockade absolutely, and we warn aggressors to this country that we are neither meek nor defenceless. Thank you.
Three's a crowd. It seems the celebrity wedding of the decade might have been a touch busier than expected. In a photo leak today, it appears the union of football star Johnny Hamsleaves and his bride Tiffany Lamour may have had a few uninvited guests. Hundreds lined the street to celebrate with the happy couple. Eyewitnesses say a cheer went up as the blushing bride passed by in her carriage, shaped like a bacon sandwich, which is said to be either a protest against the meat industry or a mix-up at the carriage factory. In it to win it. Exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Burning rubber. Sales of condoms have plummeted this month as sales of responsibility soar. Since becoming widely available earlier this year, the male contraceptive pill has become commonplace in the lives of many heterosexual couples, and as a result, many are turning their backs on more traditional prophylactics. The Global Health Watchdog has revealed that it's men who are increasingly saying no to the Love Club. The findings have prompted concerns about rises in sexually transmitted infections and a surge of insufferable conversations during one-night stands. Leaders shipping out. The trapped scientists undertaking a bold escape from Dante's Taint have revealed which of their two erstwhile leaders will spearhead their journey to freedom. While throughout their careers it's been clear that doctors Wall and Swartzborg and Morgensford have worked best together, it seems one of them is now going to be taking a back seat. Ingrid has always been the tempered coolant to David's flagellarized metal. So it's no surprise that with the unexpected challenges the team have faced, they chose her methodical and effective approach to getting the team home safely. Critics, however, have speculated that her strategy may be delayed, as her name takes much longer to say. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protests, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered by all those who have seen these striking images. As their actions escalate, people across the country are asking themselves, who are Disrupt? And what exactly do they want? Other than a new box of matches, of course. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News. But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the country to see how the people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what the scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there? How's the weather there?
Absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns at the University of Princeton. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am?
Oh, yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? My eyelids are sweating. Isn't it? My eyelids are sweating.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
You sound very confident about that.
Oh, very much so. I can say without any hesitation, there's really no cause for any concern here. I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about this experiment.
Well, we take data from weather stations from all over the world, along with atmospheric samples, and we take all that and we feed it into this state-of-the-art computer, and very soon we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds very fancy.
I should just say, none of this would be possible without the generous support of Remington Spitz. This is all thanks to their unrivaled investment in our future, and may I just say, complimentary personal anecdotes. Oh, here we go. And, as expected, everything is absolutely fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is fine, said.
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, why, God, why?
We should be celebrating these wonderful results, I think.
We need to evolve gills within 40 years. Here it just says, shit.
Look at you. This is meant to be a celebration. Can't go around looking like that.
Shit.
There you go, much better. Can I just say thank you again to Sophia Remington for providing all of this.
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is running out.
It's running out. Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
Enjoy that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the climate.
The sea will reclaim us all.
There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be, that everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news. Next, let's over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's Team Membership Lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe, a janitor at the local school, and Amelia Jackhammer, an aspiring poet. Both of you were drawn at random from those who hold team membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize. How do you feel?
Filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two.
Wow, that sounds so convenient. But we're all dying to know, what have you won?
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julia Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the guttering.
That's absolutely terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
So, can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth formers, when the headmaster came and found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
So you were both polishing turds?
No, I don't like to polish them. I like to keep them in tactfully collection.
Oh. How unexpected.
I don't polish turds. I write poetry.
Potato. So Gary,
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
there's no harm in asking, I suppose.
Would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for team membership, was it in hopes of winning the lottery, or were there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No!
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
I'd rather hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really? I thought you might say that.
Are you all right?
It's coming. It's coming. It's inspiration, and it's delicious.
Right you are.
Right you are. Today on the show, there's no news. Just a man who keeps multiple poos.
Yeah, this big one's my favourite. See how it's fibrous, it's really lovely texture.
Would you encourage other people to enter for their chance to win?
Ruth, if it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at old Blue Eyes here.
The national news lost its way when it covered some crap on a tray.
Some of these are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which has recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this heat, the smell really is. I mean, it's something else. Barry Lardons, mate, you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you.
You tell that look at him, proud as pun, yes?
Do you know what it's like, son? Being the second smelliest town, living in the shadow of Arseminster, those smug fucks. But who's laughing now, eh?
Well, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Remington's Fist came in and saved the day with their factory.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built Flard factory.
Yeah, they gave us this big presentation on jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it here.
Does the stink not affect your life in every way, Barry? I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return or completing the physical act of love.
It's strong at first, but you get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness. The judges were very impressed.
What's sickness?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying something about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably the fume valves on the high street.
On the high street? Should I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking stupid questions. Then folk experience a loss of inhibition.
Cops, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp?
Next recording is a period of randomly bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
Sung him alive. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon, and he's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion.
Don't forget about that pesky power button on the fan.
I should take my shirt off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That will be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon. Feel the Bannon. Feel the Bannon. Oh,
And the ennui. All that's left now are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
No, Dottie? Was that you, Dottie? Why are you made out of elbows? You know I don't eat opinions.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels. Right, that's all here from Grizzleford, a town that's really making a stink. I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Barry. With a naval blockade being set up around our coastline as we speak, when we come back, I'll be talking to three members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Well, that was stupid, even for you.
I don't care. It's done. I am done. It's 200 fucking degrees in here, and I can't do this anymore.
You say this every Friday.
I've done this.
What do you mean? Jeremy?
My mic is still.
I need to get down to Neil's because we've got the aircon on. We're serving up ice creams to all the customers, but our prices are dropping.
The next guest has some unsuitable opinions. opinions for the evening news. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for subversive talk. It would be nice if you could try not to undermine the station tonight. People are starting to notice you now.
That's what I'm talking about? At football? We should be doing an interview with the War Minister, or a report from Grantham Downs. Even the weather be more fucking relevant than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. Just something light to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't do this anymore, Dave. I've had enough. That's it. This is just
10 seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5, 2, 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the Territory's first cap football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Tell us, what brought all this on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting. I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that?
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really stopping my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
People tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group for people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come on, Mr. Donaldson, that's absolute rubbish.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hard. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
It was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say.
Wow, we may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun.
Steady on! This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin. A ginger tatty with a world-class pair of penalty paws. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go. Not you.
Unhand him at once.
Enough! That's enough! That's enough! Enough!
What are you doing?
Trying not to piss myself.
What are you doing? Alex, cut.
Don't you dare!
Alex, cut.
Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to. You in the broadcast centre. Both of us at the Skate Centre. You listen to me. You cut the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football? We are on the brink of a siege, the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots. Talking to these three.
I think my hiccups have stopped. I think my hiccups have stopped.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go. Before I change my mind. Now, go. Before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors. Good. Yes. Now. Good. Right. Yes. You in the broadcast centre. You in the broadcast centre. You listen to me. Alex. You pay attention. Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to pay in the commercial, but today is going to be a little bit different. Look to your right. Yes, really. Look to your right. There is a VHS tape, and I want you to load it into one of your machines. And when I say so, and not before, you play it. And not before, you've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. About 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste all cameras.
Alex, I know I've doubted your competence, but surely even you know better than to play that tape. We don't take orders from armed lunatics. Play a normal advert, or there will be consequences.
Over now, we're going to show the other side. Over now, for a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days. Balance. Alex, play the fucking tape. I don't want to hurt any of you. If I see anything I don't like, I will not hesitate to start.
You're going to get me in trouble with that. Let's hope you made the right call.
Reset the system for the third segment. I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
You've heard them talk about us on the news. We are Disrupt. We are the Resistance. It's time you knew the truth. You know Advance are lying to you. You know the elderly are not a burden. You know the rich were not all evil. And you know the team membership card is an ID card, no matter what they try to tell you. But why should you trust us? Another faceless organization. A shadowy figure with a distorted voice. You've seen it so many times in the movies. Well, this is not a movie.
My name is Alan James. I used to try and shock people for a living, for entertainment. But now we live in a time where perhaps you need to be shocked. Perhaps we need to wake up. Advance are coming for our freedoms. They are coming for the fruits of our labours. They will take our wealth. They will euthanize our parents and smiling throughout. They will turn our children against us if we voice our concerns.
How long?
You don't have to accept it.
Jeremy, please.
How long?
17
You can
seconds.
resist.
And the studio doors are all still locked?
Find us.
Yes.
Talk with us. Join us.
So what now?
It isn't hard.
I don't know.
We're everywhere.
This wasn't what I planned. I mean, some of it was. I had a speech, look. But this was unexpected. This was unexpected.
So what now, Jeremy? So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off. It was supposed to be your day off.
Please, don't do any more stupid things today. Please, don't do any more stupid things today.
How long, Jenny? How
You already
long,
lied.
Jenny?
You already lied.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Joining me, unexpectedly, I very much imagine will be my last broadcast, our two new guests. Last broadcast. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News. Jenny and is someone I consider Nightly News, and is someone I consider a friend. Well, and next to her is. What's your name?
Andy.
What's your name? Andy's a policeman.
Andy.
Only Andy. We don't call him that anymore. He's a community cohesion official. He's a community
Officer.
cohesion official. Sorry.
It's community cohesion officer. It's CCO. Cohesion officer.
And how's that feel, Andy?
CCO.
Being rebranded. being rebranded?
It's good. It's not about confrontation anymore. It's not about confrontation anymore. The Force had its fair share of problems. The Force had its fair share of problems. The team doesn't have as many.
But it still has some. But it still has some. Couldn't or wouldn't?
I couldn't say.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Christ, you're fucking useless, aren't you? Christ, we'll come back to you later, aren't you? We'll come back to you later.
I don't
Jenny?
want to be on the news, Jeremy. I don't want to be on the news, Jeremy.
That's perfectly understandable. That's perfectly understandable. Who'd want to do this? Who'd want to do this? Jenny, why did you join the National Nightly News team? Why did you join the National Nightly News
I always
team?
wanted to work in news.
Yes, but why specifically this programme? Yes, but why specifically this programme? The National Nightly.
It was the news everyone trusted.
Was?
It was the news everyone trusted.
Was?
Do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint? Do you really
Is there something else you'd rather discuss? Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
Alan James-sized elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring. Elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring.
I saw your face when that hood came down. I saw your face when that hood came down. You didn't know, did you?
It's about the message, not the messenger. It's about the message, not the messenger.
Like I said, you didn't know.
I didn't know. No. The people I met, I didn't know. He wasn't there. The people I met, I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry.
Alan,
Seriously.
fucking
James.
You're flushing your life down the toilet for flushing your life down the toilet.
I love you, Jeremy, but... God, I love you, Jeremy, but...
He's a good speaker. He's a good speaker. He's popular in the country. He's popular in the country.
That right? That right?
Look, forget Alan James. There is still something deeply wrong. There is still something and you know it, Jenny. Wrong. And you know it, Andy. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. You know it too. And you are home. You know it too. I'm interviewing a guest who stinks of shit. I'm interviewing a guest who Patrick is paddling about in shit. And Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. Interviewing someone who I mean, it's not sophisticated, Paul. What a metaphor. I mean, it's not sophisticated, Paul. We are sleepwalking our way into oppression. And the news isn't saying anything. And we're not saying anything. We're not saying anything.
Says who? Alan.
What are all those scientists working on at Grentham Downs? What are all those scientists working on? What are they testing underground at Aldergrave? What are they testing underground at Aldergrave? Make yourself fucking useful. Your turn. How many people have you brought in for consultations? Just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards or didn't have
there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these? Not really help when it's offered at gunpoint, is it, Andy? Not really help when it's offered at gunpoint, is it, Andy? Let me demonstrate it for you. Let me help you. Let me help you. You read these cards with my notes on it, and you'll probably digest a fact. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it, Andy? Knowing a fact, wouldn't it, Andy?
I don't understand.
Do you want my help, Andy?
Yes, whatever you say, yes.
Yes,
whatever you say, yes.
Security are here, Jeremy.
Eat it. Eat the fucking news, Andy. Or force it down your fucking throat.
Jeremy,
force it down your... Go on.
Jeremy,
really?
Eat it. Go on. Eat it,
really?
you fucking... Eat it.
Jeremy, stop.
Eat it, you bully.
Jeremy,
They will kill you. They will kill you. Don't make me watch that, please. Don't make me watch that.
Of course. You're right, of course. Sorry. Right. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. You can put the card down now, Andy. You can put the card down now, Andy. You can go now. You too, Jenny. Now. Fuck off over there. You too, Jenny. Off over there. When nearly done. When nearly done. All cameras on me. All cameras on me. This new regime of ours is so... This new regime of ours seductive. Is so... I understand that. But before you all hand off our freedoms, should we ask to whom we're handing them over? Don't you want to know what's being done in your name? Don't you want to know how many people were transitioned last month? How many people were transitioned last month? Again! A record high! Again! Shouldn't someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Years or months of supplies. Why aren't we asking these questions instead of who's this? Instead of there's a cat backstage dressed as a fucking goalie for Christ's sake. He's even got the little gloves. He's even got the little gloves. Anyway, That's why I arranged for you to see that broadcast. That's why I arranged for you to see that broadcast in the last break. I didn't know it was going to be him. I didn't know. But I guess that just about sums it up. But I guess we're all up Ship Creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Paddle made of Alan. Christ is also James. Fucking pointless. Christ is also pointless. I was going to quit tonight. I was going to quit. Take a holiday. Try something else. Take a holiday. Out of the limelight. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Having a relationship. Never tried. I hear they're nice. I never tried it. I loved the news. I loved the news. And now, well...
Oh God, Jeremy, don't!
Now, well... I've tried my best to be honest with you. I've tried my best. This just isn't the news anymore. This just isn't the news anymore. I've lost the fight.
Alex, think of the consequences.
I've let you down.
Please, we can't show this cut to the ads. Please, we can't show this cut to the ads.
My name's Jamie
now.
Donaldson.
Do it now.
My name's Jamie. If you can.
Do it now.
If you can. Somehow I envy you if you can. I envy you if you can. Have a peaceful night. Have a peaceful
Jeremy! Jeremy!
This summer, your little ones deserve a treat. Ferris wheel. Carousel. Roller coaster. We've got none of that, but I can tell you what we do have. Danger cars. Colourful germ pit. This swing. Stay with us in our rustic accommodation with all the facilities you'd expect. Water. Grass. Hey, shoot, don't worry about that. With our fantastic live entertainment, actual activities, legally edible food and air, you're bound to find the perfect family getaway at Bumlands. Located just a few minutes drive from local attractions like Bum Sands and The Hole. It's majestic, isn't it? Bumlands, we'll take the whole family.
I was going to quit tonight. I was going to quit. Take a holiday. Try something else. Take a holiday. Out of the limelight. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Having a relationship. Never tried. They're nice. I never tried it. I loved the news. I loved the news. And now, well...
Oh God, Jeremy, don't!
Now, well... I've tried my best to be honest with you. I've tried my best. This just isn't the news anymore. This just isn't the news anymore. I've lost the fight.
Alex, think of the consequences.
I've let you down.
This summer, your little ones deserve a treat.
Alex, play the fucking tape. I don't want to hurt any of you. If I see anything I don't like, I will not hesitate to start by killing this man. Now, reset the system for the third segment. I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
Ferris wheel. Carousel. Roller coaster. We've got none of that, but I can tell you what we do have. Danger cars. Colourful germ pit. This swing. Stay with us in our rustic accommodation with all the facilities you'd expect. Water. Grass. Hey, shoot. Sorry about that. With our fantastic live entertainment, actual activities, legally edible food and air, you're bound to find them.
What do you mean they didn't play it? Why the fuck didn't they play it? Alex, what the heck is wrong with you? You had a chance to make a real fucking difference.
Jeremy, calm down.
You fucking calm down. How long?
8 seconds.
You. What's your name?
Andy.
Of course it fucking is.
Jeremy, put the gun down, please.
How long?
We're going live now.
Welcome back to what's left of the National Nightly News. Our main story tonight. There is a fucking massive military blockade being set up around this country. We are surrounded and outgunned, as incidentally am I. Now I have asked for all the security doors to be locked, the studio doors to be locked, but security is on its way. So, I doubt we'll have much time. But while there is, let's try and do the fucking news. Our first guest tonight is Jenny. She works here in production, and earlier today she told me she put forward several news stories. Older viewers will remember those, but they've all been rejected. So tell us, Jenny, what's somehow less important than Barnum and Bailey's Amazing Shit Circus and Commander Pumpernuts, the fucking cat footballer?
It's Professor Pumpkin.
Really, Jenny? There isn't much time. There isn't much time. Come on, just one real news story.
I don't know, I can't think. I'm trying.
Christ! You haven't even taken into public ownership yet. I mean, might as well be run from Julia fucking Salisbury's no doubt immaculate Gilram. And this gallant knight, in slightly shattered armour, is Andy. He's a CCO. What's that stand for, Andy?
Community Cohesion Officer.
And what does that mean, Andy?
Well, we aim to strive...
No, you utter prick! I mean, what does that mean? What is a CCO? What are you? What is a CCO? What are you? Policeman! You're a policeman, a fucking policeman!
Yeah, that's what we used to be called.
Used to be? It was less than 2 months ago. What the hell is wrong with you all? Jenny, any recollections yet?
Nothing's springing to mind.
All right then. Looks like you're in the hot seat, Andy. Exciting, eh? I mean, that's what you joined up for, wasn't it? Excitement? It's your first hostage situation.
Yeah.
Yes. Pretty shitty you ended up being the hostage, eh? Never mind. How many people have you arrested for not carrying or having their ID cards?
Well, firstly, we don't arrest anymore. We invite for consultation. And they're not ID cards.
Don't be a bell end all your life, Andy. You know what I mean. Answer the question.
Well, it shouldn't have to be a big deal to prove who you are.
Only the guilty have something to fear?
Well, yes, actually.
How desperately naive.
Look, I'm just a police officer. CCO.
Just following orders?
Oh, come on, mate. That's not fair.
It was rhetorical. Jenny, ready to spill the beans yet?
Jeremy, please stop. Jeremy, I'm scared. Alex didn't even play your tape. This is pointless. It's over. Jeremy. It's over. Jeremy.
I was going to quit tonight. I had notes. See? I had notes. See? There's a recording. A VHS tape. A message from Disrupt. I haven't heard it, but I know what it's trying to say, and I wanted you at home to hear it. So listen to the other side and make up your own minds. But Alex Winston, who works in production, decided it was not for your eyes and ears. It was not for broadcast. Maybe Alex will play it after the next break. Doesn't matter. Tomorrow morning it will arrive in every major news broadcaster worldwide. But I wanted you to hear it first. To listen to what Disrupt had to say about this unreported country. Because Disrupt and I... Well, we swapped places while I wasn't looking. They're now the ones investigating, looking for evidence, trying to make the world a better place. And me? I'm in this newsroom interviewing Jeff fucking Algebra. What Disrupt have to say is important. You might not agree with all of it, but you should still hear it and make up your own mind.
Are you serious? Disrupt. A credible source. Get more objectivity out of Alan fucking James.
Oh my God, are you being deliberately obtuse? Why can't any of you understand there's no such thing as a credible news source anymore? Aaron, shit! Aaron! Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
He's bleeding. It's in his shoulder.
First aid, Whoa! We need first aid!
He doesn't need first aid, he needs a fucking ambulance!
Paramedics. There'll be paramedics for the security.
Unlock those doors!
No! Don't do that!
Jeremy, he's bleeding, he could die!
Yes, but if you open the door, that's a gift!
How did you think this was going to end?
Why are you even here today? It's supposed to be your day off!
My date cancelled. I thought it'd be more fun to be here than moping around at home. Truth be told, I wanted to see you. Being annoyed with you is like wearing a comfy jumper.
That's the nicest thing you've said to me.
Let's not make it the last.
Right. All remaining cameras on me. In a minute, I'm going to ask Jenny to unlock the doors. Now, follow me, Aaron, our cameraman, can get the medical attention he needs. I should imagine I'll get arrested for this. It wasn't the graceful. I had a speech. I'm supposed to be residing with a flourish of honour. A last hurrah! I was going to wish you all one last peaceful night. I'll say that happening now. Still, I want to have one last stab at the news before I go. You see, there's so much more we're not telling you. There's large groups of scientists, and they're testing something loud and sort of. What was that? I didn't think it over. Why did
Don't shoot him!
Stay back, please. Mr. Donaldson, you have 10 seconds to lower your weapon. If you do not comply, we will open fire.
God,
10.
cut to the ads!
9.
Alex, cut to the ads!
7. 6.
God,
5.
wait, put the gun down!
4. 3. 2.
I think we both know I wouldn't do very well in prison.
Jeremy, no! Jeremy!
Hi, I'm Sophia Remington, CEO of Remington's Fist, and I'm here today to take you on a trip to tomorrow with the brand new RS Rainbow.
Right. All remaining cameras on me. In a minute, I'm going to ask Jenny to unlock the doors. Now, follow me, Aaron, our cameraman, can get the medical attention he needs. I should imagine I'll get arrested for this. It wasn't the graceful. I had a speech. I'm supposed to be residing with a flourish of honour. A last hurrah! I was going to wish you all one last peaceful night. I'll say that happening now. Still, I want to have one last stab at the news before I go. You see, there's so much more we're not telling you. There's large groups of scientists, and they're testing something loud and sort of. What was that? I didn't think it over. Why did
Don't shoot him! Stay back, please. Mr. Donaldson, you have 10 seconds to lower your weapon. If you do not comply, we will open fire.
God,
10.
cut to the ads!
9.
Alex, cut
8.
to the ads!
Hi, I'm Sophia Remington, CEO of Remington's Fist, and I'm here today to take you on a trip to tomorrow with the brand new RS Rainbow, a home... There's so much more we're not telling you.
There's large groups of scientists, and they're testing something loud and something. What was that? I didn't think it over the. Why did it?
Stay back, please. Mr. Donaldson, you have 10 seconds to lower your weapon. If you do not comply, we will open fire. If you do not comply, 10 to the ads. 9.
Hi, I'm Sophia Remington, CEO of Remington's Fist, and I'm here today to take you on a trip to tomorrow with the brand new RS Rainbow, a home computer entertainment system with sophisticated graphics and breathtaking sound.
Remington's Fist. These graphics are amazing, Brad. That actually looks a bit like a real tank.
Oh, gee, Janet, what a time to be alive. Surely games can't get any better than this. And that sound.
It's like a digital symphony, Brad. Are they playing more than one note at the same time?
Up to 4, Janet. 4 notes at the same time. That's enough for a chord.
But, Sophia, surely a home computer entertainment system needs games. Damn straight. And with the RS Rainbow, there's an incredible 3 of them. You could be solving puzzles in Zone, or jumping about in Twitchy Builder, or even taking on your friends in our incredible 2-player game Fighting. Yes, you heard me. 2 players at the same time. The RS Rainbow has a luxurious 32K of memory, so you can have whatever game you can dream of. I'm Sophia Remington, and I can't wait to turn on, load up, and as the cool kids say, zone out.